Okay, this is my second take on this. I wanted to say something first. Absolutely love channel. I absolutely love all of your content. I'm gonna start getting into watching your husband's channel as well. You guys are amazing people, and I love everything. I've been watching your channel since the fires, and I've learned a lot about Walmart. Thank you for that information. I mean, absolutely love your content. I mean, you guys are amazing people, and I just wanted to say that, okay, first. Now, with your video about the Alabama or whatever, the nitrogen dioxide, I don't know, whatever, they basically suffocated him to death, is what I'm taking from that. He suffocated because he didn't get oxygen. And I mean, yeah, I would assume there's more humane ways to do it than suffocating someone. That's like strangling someone. The same. To me, it's the same thing, but it's probably not. Probably hurts more to push somebody's throat down than to, just cut their oxygen off. But that's just my opinion. But that's not what I was making this video about. Um, I literally like. All right, so when you were explaining, you don't agree with the death penalty, and then you talking about people that agree with the death penalty but disagree with abortion, and you find it kind of like two the same thing, like maybe there's a difference. Like that's why I kind of don't agree with abortion, because if I did, I wouldn't be here, because my mom wanted to get an abortion with me, but I was too far along. And then when she got the ultrasound done, because she didn't know she's pregnant until she was about almost 6 months pregnant. She's kind of, big boned. She still is. You know what I mean? She's not like overweight or anything. She's a little husky. You know what I mean? And she didn't fill out that much until after like 6 months, and then she started really filling out. But she was only 15 when I was born, so she was 14 when she got pregnant. That's just a whole nother story for a whole other day. But what I was saying is, there's a difference between, the death penalty and abortion. Um, like, one, the person has lived their life and they decided to do whatever you need to do to be on that list, because I'm just saying, like, and I do agree with what you're saying too. Like, it could, he could have got on that list. They could, I said he, they could have got on that list because it could be she, it could be he, it doesn't matter. They could have got on that list because of the way they looked, the way they talked, the way they sounded, how they formed words, what words they talked about, having a shitty lawyer, having biased jurors. I mean, the whole 9 yards. And that's with any jury trial. You can have biased jurors all you want. You're definitely probably gonna get convicted if you get a biased juror. Oh God. But anyways, what I was saying is, like, context is key with any situation. And every abortion's not the same. And with that, I think, like, this is just my opinion, I am totally for the death penalty. I think some people do things that you just can't fix, or, in a cage like an animal just doesn't cut it for justice, if that makes any sense. Especially people that harm children. I think they should be publicly executed. I don't think anyone should touch a child the wrong way. I think that should be a thing that would deter other people from doing it if they ever had that thought of mine, if that makes any sense. I've always been a prime believer in, just because you can do something does not mean that you should do something in that situation. But that's just my opinion. I'm not saying this is like, how it should be. But I just, like I said, and then, with the abortion, that life did not get a chance to do anything. But the person that is on that list to be executed on the death penalty, they had more than enough chances to be a conductive member of society and bring prosperity and harmony and passion and love and good things to this world, but they decided to do a very unspeakable, horrible thing to end up in that situation. And like I said before, I agree. Like our system is broken. We all know that the justice system is broken. You don't even have to be a criminal to know that. And I'm a criminal. I've done shit and I've gotten in trouble and I've gotten let off and I've not done shit and got in trouble for not doing anything and got, charged. It's kind of fucked up. But that's just the reality of the system. It's not the justice system, it's the judicial system. There is no justice in that. And it's just a misconception. Like when you're poor, you're guilty. You're absolutely guilty until you prove yourself innocent. But if you're rich, you're innocent until you're proven guilty. A lot of rich people don't sit their time in jail. They get arrested, they get processed in, they bond right the fuck out. Then you got somebody that does not have money, can't afford a decent lawyer, gets the shitty public pretender, and gets prosecuted. I mean, that's my whole experience in a handbasket right there. I mean, all eggs in one basket, they must fall and crack, right? Anyways, but yeah, that's why I believe in the death penalty. But I do agree with just being able to get an abortion when you feel like it, because people use it as birth control. They use it as a form of conception. And that's literally what they're doing. Now, abortion should be okay in these two instances. A rape victim, I think they should absolutely have the right to an abortion. And that I mean that in all aspects of it. If they're a child and their uncle did it, or whatever, their brother, their uncle, their father, and they end up pregnant, I think they should be able to have that choice. But I think it should be done in a medical setting and like medical problems. Like, if God forbid, I mean, if a couple or just a single mom to be, they go in to the hospital because of complications, and it's either the mom's life or the child's life. I think that, that should be okay. Just being able to lay down, get pregnant, so lay down, be on top, whatever, I don't know the recipe. I'm just saying. Well, I don't know everybody else's recipe. I've got 2 kids, but I'm just saying. It's like, I don't think that should be an option because that just leads to nowhere. It leads to more unprotected, and just poor decisions on people, because some people should not have children. I get that. And some people, because you see that a lot, like just people mistreating their kids, and people bringing their kids into a very poor situation. And I don't mean like financially poor. I just mean like, why would you? You know what I'm saying? Like, we all, exactly what I'm saying. There's certain situations that people are in, that they live in, that they shouldn't have a kid. It's not an ideal area. It's not an ideal spot to have a kid. You know what I mean? Not an ideal time, not an ideal spot. But there's other ways of conception in birth control. And I don't, and abortion is being used for that. And that's the same thing as the death penalty. I get that, I totally agree with you on that. But context is key in every individual situation, because regardless if one person does a million things versus a million people doing one thing, like one person doing a million things the same exact way versus a million people doing one thing the exact same way, it's all different. Every single one of those is going to be different because it takes time to do those things if you're by yourself and you're the one doing a million things the same way. So it's not going to be the same way because time goes forward. You understand what I mean? So it's all different. Every situation is going to be different. The only time it's the same is in the moment, if that makes any sense. Now, I know it's pretty deep. It's a pretty deep thought, but that's just it's just kind of where it is, man. Like if I think people need to get morals. I think we need morals. We need a moral compass again in humanity. And you're gonna have bad people and you're gonna have good people. It's kind of like you remember those old glass tube TVs. If you're watching TV on it, you go behind the TV and you unscrew the coaxial cable, and then you have it on channel 3 to pick up that channel, or 4 for your cable box or your VCR, VC or even DVD player. I'm just saying, like, as soon as you're watching something, you just pop that cable right out there. What happens? All that snow, they call it snow. I think that's how we have to view, like, the world as a whole. You got bad people scattered all through the good people, and you got good people scattered all through the bad people. I mean, not saying that your neighbor next door that plays his music extremely loud at 4 a.m. is Adolf, but I'm not saying he's not. You get what I'm saying? Like, he could be. Could be. Who knows? Only that person knows. You know what I mean? Like, but I'm just saying that, we're all different. And we all have, a different feeling and opinion about things. And I do agree with everything you say. Even if I disagree with something, I still agree with the main thing. Like, I respect your opinion. And I know that you would probably respect mine as well, and you are very decent people. I mean, we need more people like you in the world. I think if we all acted like we would, we're acting, I think the world would be such a better place. And I think that it's sad and unfortunate with the current events, and feeling like you're a ball peen hammer hitting a skyscraper, being a demolition team to remove the skyscraper. You understand what I mean? Like in construction, you got a demolition team to go tear down the building, and it feels like you're the only man for the job or only woman for the job, and it's this big building, it's a skyscraper, and you've just got a ball peen hammer to demolish it with. It would take so long I'm just saying, it would take so long. It would probably take multiple generations to demolish that building. And all you have to do is demolish the first floor. The other 99 is going to tumble. So I wish you and your husband luck. I wish you and your husband love. I wish you and your husband amazing things. I wish you guys luck and prosperity with every endeavor, and please continue making content. I don't know if you'll see this video, but I hope you will, and if you do, I hope you get a very good feeling with me. I absolutely love your content, and you guys are amazing, and I want to say that because I care about you guys, even though I don't even know you. But I care about you as a human being, and I care about all people equally, regardless of where they are, where they're from, what they look like. We're all human beings. We all need the same things: food, water, sleep, shelter, clothes. We need air to breathe. I don't believe in color. I don't, because if you cut my finger open and cut anybody else's finger open with a different skin tone, it's the same color, red. Peace out, guys.